By forever poetry, prayer, do not go gentle into that good night. Old age should burn and rave at close of day. Rage against the dying of the light of the wise men at their end. No dark is right because their words had forked no lightning. They do not go gentle into that good night. Good men that last way by, crying how bright their frail deeds might have danced in a green bay. Rage against the dying of the light. Wild men who call and sang the sun in flight, and learned too late they grieved it on its way. Do not go gentle into that good night. Grave men near death who see with blind sight, blind eyes who blaze like meteors and be rage against the dying of the night. And you, my father, there on the sad height, a curse bless me now with your fierce tears. I pray, do not go gentle into that good night. Rage against the dying of the light. All hail the light, give into the night. If I were fire, I'd burn the world. If I were wind, I'd batter it. If I were water, I'd drown it. If I were God, I'd send it to the deep. If I were the Pope, I'd be cheerful. I'd bridle all the Christians. If I were the emperor, do you know what I'd do? I'd chop everyone's head off. If I were death, I'd go to my father, and if I were life, I'd flee from him. I'd do the same to my mother. If I were Setko, as I am and was, to keep all the young and pretty, I'd leave the old and filthy ones to others. Rapper forever and ever. Every little thing that you do, rapper forever to you. Oh, for a voice like thunder and a tongue to drown the throat of war, when the senses are shaken and the soul is driven to madness. Who can stand when the souls of the oppressed fight in the troubled air that rages? Who can stand when the whirlwind of fury comes from the throne of God, when the towns of his continents drive the nations together? Who can stand when sin claps his broad wings over the battle and sails, rejoicing in the flood of death, when souls are torn to everlasting fire, and friends, fiends of hell, rejoice upon the slain? Oh, who can stand? Oh, who hath caused this? Oh, who can answer at the throne of God? The kings and nobles of the land have done it. Hear it not. Heaven by ministers have done it. There is time for everything, and a season for every activity under the heavens. To a time to be born, and a time to die, a time to plant, and a time to uproot. Free, a time to kill, and a time to heal, a time to tear down, and a time to build. For a time to weep, and a time to laugh, a time to mourn, and a time to dance. 5, a time to scatter stones, and a time to gather them, a time to embrace, and a time to refrain from embracing. 6, a time to search, and a time to give up, and a time to keep, and a time to throw away. 7, a time to tear, and a time to mend, a time to be silent, and a time to speak. 8, a time to love, and a time to hate, a time for war, and a time for peace, a time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, a time to reap, a time to kill, a time to heal, a time to laugh, a time to weep. For to everything turn. This is a season, turn, and a time to every purpose under heaven, rapping never ending, forever in heaven, rapping forever in heaven. Oh, no. What was man, and what layer of his humdrum conversation among his shops and sirens, in which of his metallic movements lived on imperishably of the quality of life, all of them weakened, waiting for their death, their brief and daily death, and their ominous dwindling each day was like a black cup. They trembled while they drained. Then up the ladder of the earth I climbed, and up the ladder of the earth I climbed, through the barbed jungle thickets, until I reached you, Machu Picchu, tall city of stepstone, home at last of whatever earth had never hidden in her sleeping clothes, and you two lineages that had run parallel, met where a cradle, both of man and light, rocked in a wind of thorns, a malvert of stone, and sperm of condors, high reef of the human dawn, but bomb taking hits from the bond. There I go all day and all night long, taking hits from the bond. I want to get high, so high. I want to get high, so high. I'm having illusions messing me up in my mind. I'm having illusions driving me crazy in my mind, driving me crazy in my head. The infinite rhyming again inside of my head. What is wrong with me? I said. Can never stop spitting, never ending again. Inside of my head, speaking again, never ends again. Inside of my head. No, 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 no. I wish you were here, dear. I wish you were here. I wish you sat on the sofa and I sat near. The handkerchief could be yours, a tear could be mine. A chin bound, though it could be of worse, the other way around. I wish you were here, dear. I wish you were here. No, 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 no. Here it goes again inside of my head, inside of my head. The echoes again, echoing the spoken poetry again and again inside of my head. It never endeth, I said. It just never ends inside of my head. No, 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 no. Well, if I go crazy, then will you still call me Superman? If I'm alive, then will you be there holding my hand? I'll put you back on silent ground with my superhuman, my kryptonite, extinguish nightingale songs, soothe with the intimacies of vineyards and voluptuousness of even skies, midnight moons, candles, roses, with exotic poses, heavenly silhouettes, and sweet repose. There's a coolness of sweet warmth when our beauty and our love sighs, rhyme after rhyme. Romeo is bleeding, lying here, fast awake. Juliet's long gone. Your suicide didn't take. Now youth has passed you by. No longer a young girl's dream. Not a tragic love story, yet just a tragedy of life. It now seems, indeed, the songs you once played. I am insane. Songs you once played. Yes, her eyes are beautiful, but I died drowning in yours. Yes, she will be she will make me, keep me happy, but my happiness was gifted to your soul. And swallowing my leg whole. No, no, no. There it goes. Let these words I spit be your cordial invite, because I spit these words for you between heartbeats where our love, hopes, and dreams meet. Let this beat my eyes gaze into yours, dancing to the raindrops keep falling on my head. They keep falling. If I hold you till it all stops, if you hold me while it pours, when it pours, it rains, driving me insane. Cry yourself a river, maybe then you'll finally have a reason to build a bridge and get over it. I wanted our lips to collide like thunder while we travel to the ends of the cursed earth. We were meant to, or so I thought, find each other deep in the flames, deep under oceans calling out from breathless lungs. We were not meant to sacrifice and never fought to what hurts us. No, 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 no. I hand out my lifeline to you, quiver in silence, wondering if you'd ever do the same. Insane. If I've come an awfully long way, but of course I'm not done going. Someday you'll prove yourself, never let them falter your way. Some way, someday, somehow, I'm gonna make it alright, but not right now. No, you're wondering when. Some way, someday, somehow, I'm gonna make it alright. How that help me wind up like this, just like a paperback novel. Let's rewrite and end in that. This is a Hollywood horror. Wake up, love, despite the air being cold. Like washed jade, we climbed to pluck the newest buds. Now, as I've aged, my oblivious brushstrokes too weak to recite the spring wind of the sparse rose-colored dapples beyond the bamboo forest, the water provinces desolate. I want to send you this sprig of plum blossoms tonight. Tonight, snow piles for 10,000 miles. The emerald wine glass weeps against the damp petals. Remember their wheat-held hands the moment when 1,000 trees suddenly bent crimson beside a lake, and piece by piece taken by the wind. These assembled past when again, well, I see outside the attic of golden hairpin, tall sycamore trees, moonwashed grasses ignited in silver, rounded with dew. Autumn deepens, where the lichen slouches, glowworms plunge to the corner of a stone wall. The coarse screech of crickets, nights maudlin, talk to la, ba, da, 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 da. The sunset, an incinerated scrap of gold. The clouds darken as iron gates shut the moon behind. You who survived the war and disasters, where are you? The fog rises, smudge in the deep green. The pillows in the plum petals drop like touchable notes flying off a flute. Do you remember how happy and how to be happy in springtime? It's the Lantern Festival, the weather falsely pleasant. Perhaps we need a storm to snatch us back into reality. Friends came with wine and poetry in their splendid carriages, invited me to a banquet. I thanked them and close to stay home. I chose to stay home. I thank a time and Zanzu. During the Lantern Festivals, girls wearing emerald circlets, inside of my head. The echoing again inside of my head. Stop it, I said. I'll never stop speaking again, I say to the voices in my head. I'll never stop speaking, I say to the voices in my head. They will never stop speaking again inside of my head. Make it stop it, I said. What must be wrong with my head? At the echoes in my head. I'm hearing the voices again, driving me crazy in my head. Never stop it, I said. Hearing it again inside of my head, inside of my head. You'll hear the echoes never ending, David, I said. Listen to the voices speaking in your head, never ending, I said, inside of your head. Oh, life, come embrace me. Oh, life, come embrace me like I have embraced you. And each sorrow you gave, oh, life, come embrace me now. I am missing you now. Wow, thinking about how much I am needing you now. I have missed me, I have missed us. Things have not been the same. Maybe someone else is using our name. Some days it feels like we are hands on a clock, just going through all the motions. Other days we are never seen at all. Maybe it's just our memory that answers the call. So I miss me, I miss us. Could there be any more space between us? We are not the same. Maybe someone else is using our name. Is there still love between us? Could things go back to what they were before? Don't we deserve love too? Or do we love ourselves more? Oh, how I miss me, I miss us. We're not the same for so long now. Someone's been using our name in the flames. Venom and lies, lonesome lows, heavenly highs. Love based on lust. Too bad there's no trust. This love will be my demise. I love it when you're here. Really, I shouldn't want you near, but I love the way you stare and the way you pretend to care. Too bad our fights are so severe. I hate how you shout. I am still so full of doubt. The more you put me through, the more it makes me want to come back to you. You say you hate me, babe. I just love you more. You don't want me. I just want you more. I buy you flowers. You throw them at me. I know it's sad, but it's making me happy. The more that you slap me, the more that it turns me on, because you love me, and I love you more. I throw you on the couch, punch you in the mouth, fist fight till we turn this motherfucker out, and we apologize after. Laughter, we're back in the same chapter. It's insane, but who could ever predict we'd be back in the same chapter? Never stop rapping again, never stop it, I said, inside of my head. Stop it, I said, inside of my head. Make the voices stop again, inside of my head. Never stop it again, inside of my head. No. When I'm old and respectable, and my blood running cold, and my heart not holding together, as I watch the moon rising, there'll be hope for me. Then in a cottage which has its door toward the rocks of Abradarn and the wild waves of the sea. Indeed, no. There I go. no, 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 there it goes, echoing inside of my head. Never stop speaking poetry again. Here it comes again. Never stop it, I said. Never stop it, I said. The echoes in my head. There's a lady who thinks all that glitters is gold, and she's building a stairway to heaven. After hearing building a stairway to heaven, I'm weak then, pat then, I'm broken, it's not there, and then inside of my head, it echoes again inside of my head. Voices begin echoing again inside of my head. You never stop speaking again. The voices in my head will never stop echoing spoken poetry again. Do you hear it, David? Listen to the voices echoing in your head. It'll never end, I said. It'll never end, I said, inside of your head. I love set you going like a fat gold watch. The midwife slapped your foot soles, and your bald cry took its place among the elements. Our voices echo, magnifying your arrival. New statue and a drafty museum. Your nakedness shadows our safety. We stand around blankly as walls. I'm no more your mother than the cloud that distills a mirror to reflect its own slow effacement at the wind's hand. All night your moth breath flickers among the flat pink roses. I wait to listen. A far sea moves in my ear. On one cry, and I stumble from bed, cow heavy and floral in my Victorian nightgown. Your mouth opens clean as it casts the window square, whitens and swallows its dull stars. And now you try your handful of notes, clear vowels rise like balloons. No, 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 no. Echoes in my head will never stop it again. No, 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 no. Inside of my head, here it comes again. I saw thee on the bridal day when a burning blush came over thee. Felt happiness around thee lay, the world all love before thee, and in thine eye and kindling light was all on earth. My ache and sight of loveliness could see, but that blush perhaps was made in shame. As such it will, well it may pass, though its glow half raised a fiercer flame in the breast of him, alas, who saw thee on that bridal day, when that deep blush would come over thee, though happiness around thee lay, the world all love before thee, indeed. No, 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 what is wrong with my head? The echoes again inside of my head. Please make it stop, I said. No, 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 whoa, 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 no, 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 da. Oh, I know the evening's empire has returned into sand, vanished from my hand, and left me blindly here to stand, but still not sleeping. My weariness amazes me. I'm branded on my feet. I have no one to meet, and the ancient empty streets, too dead for dreaming, it seems. Oh, no, 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 no. Asking only workman's wages. I come looking for a job, but I get no offers, just to come on from the horrors on 7th Avenue. I do declare there were times when I was so lonesome, I took some comfort there. Beware, no, 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 no. Inside of my head, the echoes begin again. No, 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 no. Here it comes inside of my head. It'll never stop it again. No, 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 no. Don't you hear it again inside of your head? No, 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 no. Ranger, now sunk in rest, stranger with stranger on my cold breast. What's left to sigh for? Strange night has come. God's love has hidden him out of all harm. Pleasure has made him weak as a worm. Haven't you heard? No, 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 no. Inside of my head, a speckled cat and a tame hare eat at my hearthsome hearthstone and sleep there, and both look up to me alone for learning and defense. As I look up to providence, I start out of my sleep to think someday I may forget their food and drink, or if a house door left unshut, the hare may run till it's found, the horn sweet note and the tooth of the bound. The hound, I bear a burden that might well try, and men that do all by rule. And what can I, that am a wandering witted fool, but pray to God that He ease my great responsibilities. I slept on my three-legged stool by the fire. A speckled cat slept down my knee. We never thought to inquire where the brown hair might be, and whether the door were shut. Who knows how she drank the wind, stretched up on two legs from the mat, before she had settled her mind to drum with her steel, to leap. And had I but awakened from sleep and called her name, she heard, and maybe, and had not stirred, that now it maybe has found a horn sweet note in the tooth of the found. Well, we are, the youth of the nations. We are. There's that bit, I said, staring, virgin stand, where holy, Dion Jesus died and tear the heart out of his side. Right after rhyme, here it goes inside of my head. Never stopped spitting and speaking, and again I said, my infinite, when you and my true lover meet, and he plays tunes between your feet, speak no evil of the soul, nor think that body is the whole, for that I that am his daylight lady, and no worse evil of the body, but an honor split is love till either neither have enough. It's never enough that I may hear it. We should kiss a contract until a serpent hiss. You should hand explore a five, all the labor and have inside. Rhyme after rhyme, I hope you know. Well, there I go. And not enough, not enough. Oh, I hope you know. Well, there I go. Not enough, not enough. Oh, I hope you know. Well, there I go. You're not enough, not enough. Oh, I hope you know. Well, there I go. Spitting notes into my phone. No, well, you're dead to me. No, you're dead to me. You're dead to me. Do you have bruised and beaten me as rain beats down the bright proud sea, beaten my body, bruised my soul, left me nothing lovely or whole. Yet I have wrested a gift from you, a day that dies in dusky blue. For suddenly over the factories I saw a moon, in the cloudy seas a wisp of beauty, all alone in the world as hard and gray as stone. Oh, who could be bitter and want to die when a maiden moon wakes up in the sky? A rainbow, like a rainbow in the dark, will this fire ever start? Some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. I say the world will end in fire. Rhymer forever. She smiles, I cry. She is outgoing, I am shy. She loves, I am alone. She is amazing, I am unknown. She is beautiful, I am a mess. She is happy, I am depressed. My mask is perfect, she hides me indeed. It seems, no. It never ends inside of my head. The feeling of being soaked by rain while listening to a sad song is enticing. But have you ever run around in the rain listening to something uplifting and simply feel I love the rain when I'm mad and sad, when I'm happy and excited? The cool drops animate me and make me feel alive. I'm doing my best. I'm falling in love with the little things. It seems no. Do you hear me? Who are so far away from me, my dear? Do you hear me crying aloud, wishing you were well, wishing you were near? The world is vast. It was the verse. Brief meetings, partings long. Men with unsure feet post on, never to return, too weak to find the treasure they have lost. My last day drawing near, of the tears of separation. I will await you until my life leaves. Not did hurt, will ever love me. It just keeps getting better forever and ever. Just keeps getting better forever and ever. Sometimes I lock myself in my room, turn all the lights off, maybe light a candle and listen to the saddest song I can find. I soak in the sounds of broken hearts. shed a tear for the inner child that needs this moment to breathe. I close my eyes and let swirls of blues and lavenders captivate my mind, turning sound into feeling into colors into scenes. The waves of solemn sorrow will crash on islands of lawn, and wishing willows whisper their desires to the wind that sweeps them away until they are nothing but an echo or what they once were of what they once were. Sometimes I feel like a raven in the murder of crows, similar enough to hide within the flock, but never really belong, and I never really seem to belong. It's sad like sad songs, yet beautiful like the feeling. Never stop ending, never ending, rapping, rhyming. No, 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 no. Here it goes again. It echoes in my head. Please make it stop it, I said. You'll never stop it, David. The echoes in your head will never stop it, I said. No, 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 no. Here it goes inside of my head. Never stop it. The echoes of the demonic poetry inside of my head. Inside of my head. Rhyme it again, I said. Never stop it, I said. Inside of my head. No, 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 no. I hope you know. Oh, there I go. You're not enough, not enough, not enough. Oh, I hope you know. Oh, there I go. You're not enough, not enough, not enough. Oh, I hope you know. Oh, there I go. You're not enough. I am missing you now. Why did you leave me? Heaven only knows my heart is breaking and my tears still flow. All I have left are the memories we shared, the love and touch to show me you cared. I will love you always until the day I die, and know we shall be together again, just you and I. We are. Never stop rapping. There are days in my life when my life was filled with emptiness. My heart leaked from pain and washed away with sorrows. When I was young, I did not get what I want in my life. At times I was alone and felt with madness, and my tears dropped and were wet into my pillow. My life had no stairs or ladder to climb up, nor sailed smoothly to the destinations. My life was hopeless and helpless, like a man without liver. A life without life is nothing but shattered dreams. I'd rather feel pain than nothing at all. At night moonlight brightens me across the window, but no one close enough to hug or care for my feelings. Nothing can't be done, and I have to live with my destiny of life. I watched others who had everything in their life, but it did not bring me jealousy. Others then lost in my life. Even a smile on my face was far away from me. Happiness kept me away, and darkness hugged me closely. So many broken promises have played deep in my life, and the outcome results was made me to feel so horrible. They say you can live the life you were born to live, but what can I do when I was born? There is no life in store for me today. What I have learned is accept your life and live with it without counting but hatches for nothing, forever and ever. Every little thing that you do. Can I, one last time, just rest my head on your shoulders until the time passes by and all the memories go with it? Can I, one last time, hold you close before the final goodbye and tears flood my eyes? Can I, one last time, kiss your lips and cater to you before the door behind you close? Can I, one last time, hold your hand and have that final smile that always makes me die inside? Can I, one last time, before your back I see, for the last time, we are, I never stop rapping, I said, content to sleep, but when I wake, my brain is fired, fried, my high is fake, I slumber no more, my bones are cold, I roam like death vacant with a soul. Not, my heart bleeds as I stand and stare at the shattered glass, an empty soul, now lost forever. Amending now is no longer an option. Alone, they're trying to find its reflection, but no one is staring back for silence. Speak, but it can't be heard. Words lost cause, the tongue won't move. Darkness has now become a resting place, a wandering around searching, but it's already gone. The light no longer at the end of the tunnel. Is it trapped there forever, or will it find its way back? Tears won't fall, 'cause it's all dried up. Walking the dark tunnel, searching for a way, nothing but sadness lines the wall. cold, lost, and alone. Will I find its way back, or will it be lost forever and ever? You know how I feel. You can never do how much you say those feelings do. The day the news came crashing down, my heart started pounding 1,000 times. I came from the docks play with a heavy heart, mourning in deep remorse, and my whole world apart. My whole world came crumbling, fumbling, tumbling, falling down, and we're just gonna keep going down. But baby, I'm going down, swinging. My world tore down into bits and pieces, Lord. Why just me for such creases when the whole world comes crashing down like a wind? You still feel like a torn into pieces. I feel when the doc says you have left not much time. I bet you can't drink the tears I did. Cannot I forget how much dread to time when I faced the fact that I was deep going down, the twinge, the burden, the pain, and the wrath, all AI, all bolt lunging my breath and draining me low. Although I know this is mortal fate, the fact is vexing my spirit and soul. Crestfallen, I gathered strength to go home. Long tears rolling down, and I could not move on. You still feel pain, and pains I do, but that you have to have punitive fate I do. Yes, it's true. By 30-minute grant for the nightly prayer of today.